Good evening, everyone, and welcome in a Steady Learners podcast world. And it's about Ask Anything to Girls. As a host, I'm here today. My name is Razia Sultana Parul, and we need a co-host every day. And our today's honorable guest is Kusum, and she is not only our guest, she's also my co-host. So, hi Kusum, say hello to everyone, and please share your feelings to being offered today's podcast. And our today's podcast topic is gender stereotypes and inequality, which is totally salient, important part of our today's society. Hi, Kusum. Please say hello to the audience.
Yeah, hi Razia and hi all of you. Thank you so much for this remarkable introduction about the podcast and also about me. Well, I'm feeling so much excited as I'm so much grateful for being a part of this amazing podcast. So, thank you so much for this lovely introduction.
And thank you, Kusum, so much to you because you have already introduced yourself in a lovely way, and I hope our audience will love it. So now you know the topic, Kusum. So it's gender stereotypes and inequality. Maybe who are the audience, who are the, or I mean, listening us, they don't know. Someone maybe don't know the main thing of what is the gender stereotypes and what is the inequality. So can you share something because I know you are the knowledgeable person in these things.
Well, gender stereotypes and equality is one kind of mentality about the peoples which we are having on the basis of genders, and it is a one kind of generalized view about a one particular gender. Like normally, there are two community, female community, one community. So in this part, peoples are having a fixed mentality that women are meant to be for only doing household work, and men are meant for doing other kind of stuff related to marketing, related to business and other kind of stuff. Basically, people are having some kind of fixed mindset related to female job community, related to the male community. So gender stereotypes, it's all about this. And because of gender stereotypes, we are facing some kind of inequality in the society. So these are the two things which are interrelated with each other, as I said to you.
Okay, that's great, and I hope our audience already get what is the gender stereotypes and inequality. So I want to mention another thing. Yeah, it is one kind of definition of gender stereotypes, which is all over the world. So gender stereotype means refer to generalized perceptions and behavior, attitudes, and personalities that are accepted from an individual based on their biological sex. So now we know the topic, but we have a curiosity. What is the background of the gender stereotype? So I hope our guest and my co-host will clear from where and what is the root of the gender stereotypes. So, Kusum, please go ahead. Can you share something regarding the background of gender stereotypes?
Well, basically, all we know are, basic are starting from the childhood days. So, from the childhood days, our parents, or basically to the girls, our parents are teaches us that girls are not ready to do all this stuff. They always teaches us to be polite, to be shy, to be have a good physical body. Parents always teach the girl child about you need to do household work, why you are wearing blue dress, you should wear pink dress. So even from the childhood days, we are having these kind of things in our society that people always say boys are so much strong, they don't need to cry, they can't cry. Even tears are also having genders. Is this really matters? Like, is this really matters that if a girl is crying or if a boy is crying? So from the starting, peoples are having this mindset that they are teaching to their children about differences. And because of this mindset, when we getting young, that time we try to compare one gender to another gender. So this is the basic root cause. Like, even from the childhood days, majority of the people, they always try to make their son learn about the things which is actually needed in the society. They are not trying to make them teach about to how to respect women, how to how to not be able to compare one gender to another gender. So the root causes started from the childhood days, because we are comparing, like, this is a girl child and this is from a male community. So if we will stop this, then I can say this is going to help us. But as you said about the background, that the actual root cause is started from the childhood, as many peoples are comparing one gender to another gender. Apart from that, there are also some examples, like you can see some fairy tales like Cinderella or any other kind of fairy tales, where this is a simple mentality, like prince is going to help a princess, always a princess needs a prince. So in our fairy tales, in our cartoons, or in our animations also, we also see like hero is also going to protect the heroine. So from these kind of background, from the childhood, children are learning that's a male community is superior, and female needs a male always. So this is a one kind of situation which our society and which our television industry is also creating, so that people are having the fixed mindset from their childhood.
Yeah, you're right, Kushum. And I'm totally agree with that point. Yep, when we just read out any fairy tales or was fairy tales, Wallace said that your prince will protect the princess. So and we also saw was the same thing in the television industry, in any movie or in a drama, everywhere. So that means gender stereotypes, it's a totally depend on the mentality which is ongoing, originate from the local culture and tradition, and it's not a new issue, it's a old issue. And I want to mention another two persons name who are totally related with the background of gender stereotypes, because those two girls just mentioned the trauma in the society. Yeah, we are facing some such kind of obstacle, and this is called gender stereotypes. And those two girls' name is Alice Egley, who is a psychologist in IPR social program, and another name is Santiago Annie Coing, who is also IPR graduated research assistant. So thank you, Kushum. Kushum, in for only the gender stereotypes in our society facing a lot of obstacle. So now I have a question to you. What is the impact of the gender stereotypes in our society? Can you explain it?
Yeah, I will love to explain. Well, it is affecting society in a very huge basis, because due to gender stereotypes, we are not having opportunities. Like if a female is interested in doing gym work, that time if they are, society, due to some societal issue, if they are saying females are not working in gym, females should go to the parlors to do something. So in this way, if someone is talented, if someone is having a high technical thing in their self, but still due to some barriers, she or he is not going to do that particular thing. Basically, if someone is a male and he want to do something regarding to kindergarten school, he want to teach the children, he want to teach small children, but that time if they will say, boys are not working in kindergarten schools, this is a job of a girls, so boys should go to any other high professional skill so that it will look good. So this is called gender stereotypes, where we are having the fixed mentality regarding to the professions, regarding to dressing sense, regarding to being how we are presenting ourselves. So it is affecting people's first, professional life, as well as it is affecting how we are being ready for anything. Normally, if we are dressing up, then people are also judging a girl that why you are wearing this kind of western dresses. Look at yourself, look at your hair, you are looking so much ravishing, why you are looking like this, you don't need the right to look in this way.
Okay,
So this
Kushum,
is
thank you.
affecting society very high basis. Apart from that, we are losing the opportunity. Like suppose if a woman is capable to do something, if she wants to be a good politician, that time if people are judging her on the basis of her of being a female, then that time also she is not going to grab the opportunity. So I can say one thing: if someone is capable enough to do something, if a girl is capable enough to do for the country, and that time some kind of barriers are acquired at that position, then we are losing someone who is capable to be a good politician, who is capable to be a good scientist, who is capable to being a good engineer. Like you can say on the engineer background also, people also judge a girl if she is doing something on the basis of civil or mechanical. People always consider that civil and mechanical engineering are only based for the boys. So these are some kind of gender stereotypes which is happening in the society, and it is happening people's professional life as well as they are living. It is also creating some barriers.
Yes, you were said well, and especially only the masculinity and domestic roles. These are so common example of gender stereotypes, and only for the masculinity, a lot of girls just drop out from their education. Like the family of a family and the society feels that all boy are strong and they're muscular, they're tall, they can only do the hard work, not a woman or not a girl. But only for that a lot of brilliant students just drop out, and we are just drop out from the go ahead in the society. Like if you just watch in the first world country, that's time we can see that only for the spreading the awareness in those countries, they are nowadays the first world country and they developed a lot. But if we just focus on the third world countries like India, Bangladesh or Pakistan, that's time we see boys or the society always try to just all dominated the girls, and they don't give the more opportunity to the girls, and they always try to show up the stereotypes because they're girl, they're boy, and by this way they are just drop down from the advanced level. How a country can go a base level without escape the 50% people of a country. So it is a bad effect in our third world countries. So thank you, Kushum, and you said well. You mentioned a lot of example, but now next question is, we know the gender stereotypes its effect on the society. Already we answer, we discussed regarding this, but now I wanna ask in particularly, is gender stereotypes that affect women's self confidence or and career, according to your point of view?
Yeah, it is affecting a lot about the females. If you are gonna speak on that way, then it is affecting female self-confidence in a very huge basis. Because if a female is, loving people, those who are only close to them, okay, if they will put on her a lot of burden, if they will always say like you can't do this, this is not meant for you, this is meant for the male genders. So obviously it is gonna affect. There are a lot of examples. They are females, but still they did a lot of good things in their life, even in different bases where people are unexpected. Like you can saw example of Indira Gandhi, you can saw example of MC Mary Kom. Apart from that, you can saw a lot of examples on the basis of sports, Jyoti Chand, and many more women who did a lot of great job. Even they are females, still they did a great job. And in an unexpected career thing, like people are having the mentality women are not meant for politics, only men are meant for this. But still, Indira Gandhi, you can see she was the first prime minister of India. How she became, how she did this. If she will also think in that, if she was going to think on that way, like I'm a female, I didn't go for this, then I don't think so we will get an Indira Gandhi, or we are going to get anyone who is going to do this something better than that. So this is a one kind of mentality people are having inside in their self, and we need to overcome this kind of bad thinking, like females are not meant for this or this is not meant for them. Okay, everything is meant for everyone if that person is really interested. It's not about any gender, not about the males or not about the females. Apart from that, as you said about it is affecting the self confident or not, yeah, it is affecting the self confident in a very huge basis, because those who are close to us, like our fathers, our mothers, even some aunties, they always said like your daughter is doing this, why she is doing, don't she find any other profession so that she can be casual with her own genders, why she is doing this, every boy is included in her job, so why she is doing this. So a lot of people point out her, but the actual girl is who will stand out at that particular stuff. Even she listened a lot of things from the peoples, but still if you will stand out and if you strong yourself, then I can say you should overcome this. Because peoples are having no work, they will only speak, or they will say a lot of things to you why you are doing. Even if a boy is doing, still also they will say a lot of things. It's not about gender, but the actual person is who will absorb all this negativity and spread the positivity which she is having inside in herself. So be confident that much and be powerful that much, so that we can overcome this gender stereotypes and inequalities we are having in the society.
Yeah, you're right, and I'm totally agree with your all opinion. Especially, I want to share a story with my closest friends. She wanna be a journalist, but from her family. She was refused because only she is girl. The family said that yeah, you are girl, you can't be you can't be get in risk because journalism it's a totally risky fashion. You will get a lot of obstacle. You shouldn't do it. Please escape it. So only for the family pressurized, she just escaped the journalism, and now she is doing masters in another subject. So what is this? A boy can easily to be a journalist, but a girl can't be. Only she is girl. Only for she is girl. So it's totally. If if the repudiation did not come from the family, that's time maybe she want to be a journalist, but only for the gender stereotypes she didn't get it, and now sometimes she feel yeah, I maybe if I will be a boy, that time it will be great because I can do my right profession which I chose, which I love totally. So thank you. So Kushum,
You know,
uh,
Rabia, not only your friend, it's about many girls. They want to follow
yeah,
their dream, but cause of these gender stereotypes, they are not capable to go with that particular stream or with that particular part of their life. They always, listen to the peoples, and after that, they always feel like I am not meant to do this. And this is the main problem. People are demotivating them for doing this. If a girl is interested in politics, it's okay. If she is interested in doing gymming, it's okay, it's fine. It is her choice. Why we are going to judge on the basis of doing anything? Why we always think like girl can also only wear pink dresses or white dresses? Why we can't, handle if a girl is wearing black dress or any other thing? Even if a girl is, riding anything, then also people are judging. You can see majority of the girls are, riding scooties. People are not expecting girls that girls can also ride bikes. You can see examples. There are also some girls those who are riding bikes, but still very rare condition. So people are having this kind of fixed mentality that this thing is meant for only boys and this particular thing is only making for girls. But still, if a girl is going for that particular stuff, then they are not going to pay the same thing. Even the girls and boys, they both are working same things, doing same work, but still, female community is not getting that much fees as compared to the male. People are paying much more fees to the males as compared to the female in many jobs opportunities.
You're right, and only for get the refuging from the society again and again, it affects women's self-confidence, and it reduces the confidence of a woman, as well as it affect on the career in negatively, not in positively. So already we know about what is the gender stereotypes, what is the importance of it, and what is the effect of gender stereotypes and inequality in the society. But Kusum, nowadays the society is so aware, and they already have made a lot of laws, policies. It depends on the individual from society to society, only to ensure the gender equality. But the gender equality are still exists. So are you? I agree with that point. Yeah, many laws and policies are made to ensure gender equality, but gender stereotypes still exist.
Yeah, I'm agree with this point. Many laws and policies are made to ensure this huge issue of gender inequality and gender stereotypes, but still it is existing in this society cause of people are not changing the mindset, and majority of the people are not even know the rules and regulations. If you are talking about rules and regulations, then people will say what kind of rules and regulations made. Even we are having strong rules on the basis of having respect in the society. Males and females both need the same respect. These are two kind of main pillars of the society, males and females. Without them, society can't be strong enough. Okay, society is like a building. If it is a building, then one pillar is a male, another pillar is a woman, and both should be respected. Both are their own charms. I'm not saying we should compare each other. No, we can't compare anyone to anyone. Okay, both are having their own charms. As I can give you example of flowers, different kind of flowers exist in this world. Every flower is having its own charm. You can't compare rose to lotus. The rose is different, lotus is also different. So in this way, males are also different, females are also different in this way. Okay, but on the basis of comparing, on the basis of making rights, on the basis of making decisions, we should not compare them. Okay, we should not say this. They both are having the same rights to do their own step. It is not like only if a male is there, he needs to make strong steps related to life issues or anything. If a girl is making strong decisions regarding to her life, then people are judging her. How can you make your own decision? Don't we think about your family? Don't we think about this? But at that situation, if a boy is making a decision, then people will appreciate him. They will be like, wow, he is a man, he took his own decision, and now this is called a masculine power. So this is the bad mentality of the people. If they are not, they're comparing in this way, and because of this thing, we are facing this issue. And still many laws and policies are exist, but people are not get to know about these kind of laws. And if they are get to know about, still these laws are not so much effective for the peoples. They are not taking it seriously. And why they are not taking it seriously? Because they are not even aware how much this is affecting. Okay, because of this reason, we are losing a lot of people. Those who can have the opportunity, still they are facing issues due to this particular gender stereotypes and inequality.
Okay, Kushum, you mentioned a lot of point, and you mentioned the adorable point. It is regarding the fragrance of flower. Like we love a rose, but it doesn't mean that we will just take care only the rose plants. We have to take care other plants, other flower plants, because maybe the fragrance of the rose is different, but they have importance. They have a silent importance in in our society and for our environment. Okay, so Kusum, now my question, we already discussed regarding a lot of topic, but um, I want to ask you another question. This is, what is the present condition of gender stereotypes in third world countries like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and what is the present condition of UK and USA? Is there any differences, and if there is any differences, but why there is a differences? Is there any special region? Please mention it.
Well, UK and USA, these are very advanced countries. Okay. Apart from that, I can say a lot of people are educated and they are belonging from high standard mindsets. But if we are going to see about Asian countries like India, Bangladesh, and any other country which are exist in this planet, then they are developing. They are not developed yet. Apart from that, we are also having some educational peoples. India is also growing and doing a well to do, and hope so it is gonna grow more and more in our upcoming generation. But still there are some old mindset peoples exist, and it is not their fault, because it is put on their mind from the childhood days that you are meant for this, she is meant for this, and you both should have these kind of limitations in your life, otherwise you both will gonna suffer. So this is called, one kind of peoples, we need to aware them. Okay. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
simple fact, we can't change those who are old. Like suppose if you are having your grandfather, mother, anyone who is too much old, okay, from their mind. Well, my perspective is, peoples are not getting old by their age. They are getting old by their thoughts. So we need to sharp our thoughts rather than to concentrate on the age. But still those who are totally old by their thought, okay, we can't change them. But those generation which are upcoming generation for the country, we can change their mindset. We need to aware them about these kind of critical issues which is happening for the society, so that it is going to help us. Otherwise we are going to suffer every time. Okay, the main thing is
Yes.
people are not awareing each other. They are taking it grantedly. They are taking it, yeah, it's okay, fine, no, nothing is going to happen. Okay, so this is the main issue. We don't need to take is in a grantedfully or in a light way. We need to think about it. And apart from that, the more you will aware the children, the more you will aware the students which are gonna be upcoming future, which are gonna be upcoming generation for the country, it is gonna help them. Because if their mindset are gonna change, then the generation is going to be changed. And if the generation is going to be changed, then there is some chances the country is gonna change.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, Kushum, you're right, and thank you. And if I say regarding the third world countries, here maybe 80 percent people, or especially male, believe that yeah, maintain household work or anything just only for female. But if we just look on the US or UK, that's in 1967, there is 30%, 36% of US male believe that maintain the household works only for the girls. But nowadays, the percentage is only 19%. So they already have reduced a lot of percent. So it possible only for the awareness, because they are educated, they know the what is the right of a man, or it can be girl, or it can be a male. So they are so aware, and we have to aware regarding the issue, because only for this issue we are so down nowadays. So thank you, Kushum. And we talked a lot of regarding our today's topic, but here our audience also there, and we have to give priority on them. So now I'm gonna take the questions which already have derived from the audience. So Kusum, are you ready for taking the question from the audience?
Yeah, I'm so much excited. Go ahead.
Okay. So the first question, it was Prince Kumar. Um, Good evening. Yeah, good evening to friends, Kumar. It's on amazing topic. Yeah, we know that. And my question is, what is the influence of gender stereotypes on role adoption in student future? So before jumping the question, I wanna ask any audience, if you wanna just give the answer from these questions, you can ask, unmute yourself and give the answer of this question. So please, if you want anyone want, please unmute yourself and give the answer of this question. Mm. Okay, if anyone don't wanna answer this question, please Kushum, you go ahead, because it's only for you. Audience wanna know the answer from you.
Well, it is affecting the students as well. Why it is affecting the students? Because students are the role models of the country. They are going to build our nation in the upcoming years, which are gonna be developing year for the country. So if they will have these kind of narrow-minded thinking that only girls are meant for this, men are not meant for this, or these kind of bad thinking related to this, then how we can improve our country? Like normally, if a country is developed, when we are saying like this country is developed on the basis of socialism, this country is also developed on the basis of technical. So it is not only about being developed if we are having good technologies, it is also based on our ideology, it is also based on our societal terms. So it is affecting the students as well. Like in normally students, if we are wearing school dresses, okay, we are having school dresses in different types, okay, it is okay to fine. But in schools also, teachers are teaching the students regarding to boys are like this, boys should have this kind of physical body, girls should have this kind of physical body. And if a teacher always try to make female students understand that you need to be shy, you need to be delicate, you need to feel like you are a girl. Okay, don't try to speak in a loud way, don't try to speak in a very huge basis, try to be in a polite manner, try to be. And on the other side, I can say there are some boys, the teacher will teach you will be so much comfortable, you will be so much confident, you will be dominating, you will be like this. So they are, teachers are also played very vital role on the basis of developing the nations, because in the class apart from study they are having the opportunity to make the student understand about the societal issues. If the teachers will try to understand, and if they are going to teach the students like two genders are equal, okay, we don't have any kind of barriers, we need to maintain and we need to accept the inequality which we are having, like we need to accept which is happening. Okay, we need to accept this is the female gender, this is the male gender, this gender is also having good qualities, this gender is also having good qualities. We are not
Yes.
having inequality. Okay, we need same respect, we need same thing for everything. Okay, we are not gonna say like only boys are meant for be respected in the society. No, both the genders are meant for the respect, they both gender need the same equality, and if they are interested in anything, they should go ahead for this, no matter what kind of profession they want or what kind of dressing sense they want to follow. It's up to them, it's their choice, and we need to accept.
Yes, Kusum, you said well, and we already have mentioned a lot of example regarding the education sector, how the gender stereotypes affects on the student visa. Like a girl want to be engineer, but she have to be a doctor, or she have to be I mean art filmmaker, like that. But it's a emerging issue in our society, and it's so constant thing. We have to also avoid regarding this topic. So thank you. And now I wanna go the next question, who is already having from the audience. Okay. The next question is having from Hani Sharma. Okay, the first question, guest for the guest speaker. So now I'm mentioning the question. We have been talking about gender equality since the creation of this planet, and still we are not equal, and I'm sure we'll never reach that state of complete equality. If the Creator has created unequal humans, then why do we need to strive for man to be equal to women and vice versa? So, Kusum, I hope you'll get the question. It's only for you. Hani directly asked you, so please answer this question.
Well, the simple thing is God has created humans. Humans are created religions. Humans are created different kind of issues. Apart from that, if God had created two genders, then God had also given the examples of different natural things which are having different qualities, and they are also respected in the society on the basis of same essence. Okay, you can't say God had created God had created barriers. God created us. God didn't say you need to make your girl child ready for the household wars, you need to make your boy child for the upcoming life, or for whatever he is going to do for his career or anything. God didn't say these kind of things. People's created these kind of mindsets. People are following this kind of mindset that if a boy child is growing up, he needs to do this. If a girl child is growing up, she needs to do this. Even if a girl wants to follow any passion, that time also people are judging her that why she is going to follow this. Okay, if she is wearing something regarded to color, people judge this color is not meant for her. Even if she wants to rode bike, that time also people will say to her girls are not riding bike. Even she, if she is sitting okay in a comfortable position, then also people judge she should not sit like this. She is a girl, she need to maintain whatever her standard is. And apart from that, even if the boy might be sitting on the front of the gate, still girl needs to make the tea. Boy is not going to make the tea. Boy is not ready to go the household works. Boy is not ready to go any kind of stuff. Always girls need to do all those household stuffs which they are meant to learn from their parents or any kind of stuff. So okay, it is not about God created us and God created barriers. No, God only created humans. Humans created religion. Human created inequality. Human created many things. Okay, and if God created two genders, okay, then He created two genders for developing the society, not decreasing the societal issue. Okay, so He created for the purpose of creating the society, for the purpose of being a good human, so that the man and the female, they both can understand each other for developing the society, not going to compare each other on the basis of everything or on the basis of anything. So stop
Yeah.
comparing one gender to another gender.
Yeah, Kusum, you said well, and you mentioned a point. God, created the human being only for increasing the society, not decreasing. It's totally true because God created the everything which is necessary for the earth, which is totally good for the earth. But we are just trying to destroy our earth. So it's totally mentality thing, and it's created by the human being. So thank you, Kushum, for mentioning a lot of important points regarding these questions. The next question for the audience. So audience, be ready. If you wanna answer question, please unmute yourself. Now I am mentioning the question. Are women ready to be equal to man and vice versa? Are you ready for the universalization of this utopian concept? So this question is for only for the audience. So who wanna give the answer of this question, please unmute yourself and answer this question. Audience, hurry up! It's your question, okay? You have to answer this question. I'm again mentioning the question. Hani Sharma asked to the audience: are women ready to be equal to men and vice versa? Are you ready for the universalization of this utopian concept? Anyone give answer this question or not? Okay, but it's only for audience. Otherwise, Kushum will be try to answer this question. Manika,
Okay.
Kushi, Nothing, Swastik Dot, Hani Sharma, not Hani Sharma, K, Shivam, Preeti,
No.
Anam, Asha. Yeah, Deep, thank you for responding because it's only for the audience.
Yeah.
Okay,
So first of
Deep, go
all,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. Wrong is wrong if everyone is doing, and right is right if no one is doing. The sentence is very simple, but it is too deep, more than my name to understand. See, the girls during their childhood, they are our parents fixed a certain works which are only for women, but we don't raise our voice against that. It is our problem. For example, it is good to do kitchen work, it is good to do household work, but it is bad that fix a particular work to a single gender. So to that situation we call gender inequality. We all know that why gender inequality causes what it means. It means that unequal treatment between the two genders of the society. But you know why that all procedure happens in the 21st century? Because first of all, we are coming out from the patriarchal society in the ancient and medieval age. And when we jump into the modern age, we come to know about the women rights. As I already mentioned in the rest of the 8 podcast, that you women, you are the first generations of that women who dare to step outside from the homes. So when you step outside from the homes, then the patriarchal mind, which are living in the modern area, but their minds are of the ancient time, they will raise their finger against you. So first thing which I would like to mention, the main problem, which are because of which still that evil, I can say it evil, because gender inequality is a evil according to me. This evil is existed. First of all, giving your rights to others. Male is the dominant person since the ancient time. Male is dominant. Male is decided where to go, where not to go, when to come and when to go, what to wear, what not to wear, what to do or what not to do. Girls are not girls. They are nowadays robots. The person who are controlling them are their parents, and they are the men especially. I am not asking them to go against your parents and fighting with your parents that no, I will come at the mid of the night, I will come at home at the 12 a.m. in the evening time. I'm not asking you to fight. I am just asking you to find you to fight at that a place where you are not getting your rights. Okay, fight for rights. Let me take an example. I am taking the genuine life based example. In 19th century, 20th century, Sudha Murthy, a very well-known, renowned author, a very famous author from Karnataka, when she was doing his mechanical engineering in computer science, something in Bangalore. So what happened? The girl was so much energetic, the girl was so much bold, the girl was so much intellectual that even the rest of the peers, she used to come first in his class, in her class. So one day, while moving in the hostel, in the at the notice board, she find that the poster is written that persons are required. The job and 1 lakh is the salary. That the budget, and just a single line is written at the bottom of the poster that girl candidates need not to apply. What is the line? Girl candidates need not to apply. Even Sudha Murthy was not interested to going for the interview for that word. But the line which is written at the bottom becomes so much aggressive that she decided to go to the job and become and get that job. She decided to go to the job. He write a letter to the and the company which posted that notification. The company was Tata, to whom we called Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata's successor J.R.D. Tata was at that time the manager, not a manager, was the founder of that Tata company. So Sudha Murthy directly wrote a letter to Tata, manager of the Tata, that this is the discrimination done by your peers, that it is written that women candidates are need not to apply. And Tata heard all that news and asked Sudha Murthy to come to interview at Bangalore. When Sudha Murthy go to interview, JRD Tata just said one thing to Sudha Murthy, that why, you know, why we are not hiring girls in our company, because it is difficult to do physical work in our company, because our company needs more men, because men are able to do physical work. Then you know what is the reply of Sudha Murthy? Sudha Murthy tell that, sir, if you continue to enroll only men, then you will never see a woman doing physical work in the coming generation. But if you give me chance, then you will see the revolution, you will see the progress, and women will start coming by getting inspiration from me. This line totally inspired also GRD Tata, and since 20th century now, even women engineers are working in the shop floors, are working in the companies because of Sudha Murthy. And now Sudhamurthy is the chairman of that company of Infosys in Bangalore. You can also search on the YouTube if you find if you are interested. So what I want to say that please raise your voice, not against your parents, not against your dear or near ones. Just raise your voice where you find that your rights are discriminated. Article 15 of the Constitution provide that state shall not discriminate any individual based on the caste, creed, sex, religion, and any other grounds. So your constitution is provided you. Article 17-18 provides you equal opportunities in matters of every job opportunity. So everything is in your hands, but you are not aware of your rights. Most of the girls are not aware of their rights. See, in your own home, your father will ask you to help your mother in household work, and when you get married, your husband will tell you to help my mother in your household work. You are not there for social service or just for washing utensils or for washing clothes. Please be aware about your rights. Okay, when you become aware, when that consciousness comes in you, then this consciousness will prove the last nail in the coffin of the gender inequality. So please be aware about your rights. Don't be act like a fool. You are the known as gods of that India, modern India. People worship you 24/7. Okay, present generations are relying on you. So please be aware about your rights. Don't be become as a fool. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for this opportunity.
Okay, Deep, you said well, and you just explained that, yeah, it's not the imaginary concept, it's the real concept, and which is totally need for progressing our society. Like if just a home, we can say that, yeah, if a girl getting sick, that's time we don't help girl only for she's girl, she can do, and she will I mean progress in her sickness automatically. But girls also need take care. Girls also need also need benefit or right to information, which is the totally need for a girl. What is the basic things of a girl, what is the basic things of a boy, this can be the same thing. Maybe girls and boys are the biological difference from the biological thing. That doesn't mean that, yeah, girls and boys has a different rights in anything. They have the same rights because they can do the same thing in the same time. Like a girl can go office and do office 9 to 5 p.m, and a boy also can do. So why these girls are getting the less fees or less salary than a boy? So it's the right of a girl, not it's just we try to making or spreading the imaginary concept in your society. It's not like that. And Deep already explain it in a well mannered and in well. So thank you, Deep, for explaining this question. Now I have to go the next question, which is having from the audience. Okay, the next question is the question is from Simran. Simran, thank you. Welcome, Simran, for for your question. And your question is how women are fighting for gender stereotypes in today's society. So now I'm again mentioning the question: how women are fighting for gender stereotypes in today's society. So Kusum, are you ready to give the answer of this question?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well,
Okay,
women
please.
are fighting for gender stereotypes, as Deep had also mentioned. They are not aware of their capacities. They are not aware of some kind of rules which we had already mentioned in our constitution, I can say. So first of all, they are not aware, and if they are aware, then they are not raising the voice. They are afraid of raising the voice. Okay, I'm not, as Deep had also mentioned. Yeah, don't go for fighting or don't go for right for anything. Okay, but at least when you are having capacity to do something for the country, then you should go ahead. You don't need to be so much afraid. And those who said our women are so much capable to maintain the standard of the men's gender, then I can say, if women are not, then how can you give the example of those who are doing so much well in politics? How can you give the example of our own president? You can say she is also a woman, she is not from any male community, you can also see. So how how can we get a lot of examples regarding to our independent? Also a lot of women have contributed, like Rani Lakshmi Bai. You can also give the example of Kasturi Ba. and many more freedom fighters. They are included there and they did a lot of good job. Okay, so if women are not capable enough to maintain the standard from the male community, then how can we get a lot of examples of those who are doing well to do in sports like Beauty Chan, like MC Mary Kong, Nikha Zareen, and many more things. Even in unexpected professions, okay, they are doing boxing, they are doing playing in a very huge basis. So how can we expect these kind of examples if they are not able to maintain the standard? You can see women are having gold medals in Olympics. They are you know praising in everywhere in many bases of the country, and they are not only being praised by our own country, they are also being praised by the other countries too. So how we are having these kind of such examples if women are not able to maintain the standards? So we are having the capacity, but there are some women, they are not raising their voice. Even they know about the rules and regulations, still they are not raising because they are afraid of the family members. Apart from that, it is affecting their profession. If she is interested in doing something if a boy is saying I want to be a pilot, it's okay, it's fine, yeah, he can be a pilot. But if a girl is saying I want to be a pilot, that time people say you need to be an air hostess. You, why you are having the mentality of being a pilot, why you are thinking in this way? So people had the fixed mindset that girl should be a air hostess and a boy should be a pilot. People had the fixed mindset that boy should be a doctor, girl should be a nurse. People have the fixed mindset that a boy should work on higher standard professions and a girl should work on low standard profession. People have the fixed mindset that a girl should work on parlors, she can't go for gym or any other kind of stuff. She can't do this. If she is doing, then she can't do the best. So this is the people's fixed mentality, and cause of this a lot of girls are facing issues on the basis of making career. If a girl is interested in doing engineering, then also people will say why you are going for civil? Civil is meant for the men. You will find a lot of men there. How you are treat yourself at that time? So on the basis of selecting your career and profession, that time people are judging the girls and it is affecting them in a very high basis, so that they are sacrificing a lot of stuff. But instead of sacrificing, if they will raise their voice and if at least they will speak for themselves that I need this for my profession, I need this for my life, then it will be better.
You said well, Kushum, and thank you. And I want to add another two things: how women are fighting for gender stereotypes in today's society. Actually, we haven't any chance to fight with any person because the massive person are doing the gender stereotypes only for dominating the girls. So in this case, our government can be can be taken some steps, and as well as we have to spread the awareness. And as a girl, now you have to achieve your future, you have to achieve your dream. So in that case, you have to just make yourself so that you can just say no and ignorance the comments which is coming to yourself from the society, because you are a girl. No one can just listen you. You have to you have to do so that you can go, achieve your goal. Like that in 2022, championship was Bangladeshi girls, and only boy didn't get the sub championship in Bangladesh, but the girl already caught that. So in that case, if the girls just focus on the comments which is coming from the society, they couldn't make this kind of history in Bangladesh, but they just ignorance that. And nowadays they are the champion. They are known to all over the world, especially in the Asian countries. So now as a girl, Simran, you just go ahead with your flow and try to do something so that you can achieve your dream, and just ignorance, because now only this is your thing, what can you do? So that's it. So thank you. Now Kusum, you said also well. Now we have to go the next question which have come from the audience. Okay, the question is number 4. It's Alicia Khan asked, hey, Alicia Khan. The topic today's podcast is yeah, we are agree with your statement, and your question was how television commercial perpetuate gender stereotypes. Okay, I'm again mentioning the question: how television commercials perpetuate gender stereotypes. So yeah, we know the answer of this question, but if any audience wanna give the answer of this question, please unmute yourself and you can answer of this question. And again, I'm asking if any audience want to speak, please unmute yourself and try to answer this question. Otherwise, I'll go with Kusum. Okay, maybe no one haven't an interest to speak with this question. Okay, Kusum, so you can go ahead with this question.
Okay, well, if we are going to talk about television commercial and different kind of ads, as we can see about LIC or life insurance, Bima kind of ads, or about investing in stock markets and any other kind of ad which is related to financial issues or which is related to financial development. That time you can see they will give the advantage to the male gender. Okay, that time you can see. Yeah, so that time you can see the boy or the male who is playing the role of the main lead. He will get the opportunity to speak about that topic more and more. He will play the main role, and after that, you can see there are some supportive roles about of their wife or about their girlfriends or any other stuff, whichever they are. And you can see these kind of advertisement always play the role of like the boy is taking strong decisions. So in this way, we can see some kind of television ads, they are also providing gender stereotypes by showing that only boys are taking strong decisions like making life insurance, making investing in stock markets, or if they are having any loan related to home and any kind of issues. So this is all about people are also producing this kind of materials so that people are thinking in this way. So in different kind of television ads, you can also see about LIC. This is about life insurance company, whatever that is. So it is also about for doing some financial development so that your family is not gonna suffer when you are going to die or do anything. So that time also you can see there are some males. They will that ad will be always like that a male is taking the foot forward. He is taking the main step so that his family is not going to suffer. Why they are not leading a female? Always a male in that kind of advertisement. So these are some kind of television ads which always provide gender stereotypes by showing that only males are capable to take strong decisions. Only males are capable to strong financial decisions. They are good at it. They are good at maths. People are also having the mindset that girls are weak in maths. Even girls are better than them. Still, they are having the mindset. So in this way, television industry is also providing these kind of stereotypes or inequality in the society.
Okay, Kasum, it's an interesting topic. How television here, television can be a part to spreading the awareness to the society instead of spreading the awareness society regarding gender stereotypes. Television just having a great potentiality and having a great role. Just I mean, increase the gender stereotypes in our society. So it's a sorrowful thing because we are not aware. We should aware television by which we can spread the awareness regarding gender stereotypes to a lot of people in a time, but we are just a lack of awareness. We are doing the wrong thing. Seriously, I didn't think regarding this, but after just seeing this question, I just shocked. How is this possible? Okay, thank you, Alicia Khan. You already have got your answer. Now we have to go the next question, which is coming from the audience. Okay, this is the question 5. And morning host Shwastik Dot. You asked some question. And first question: what will you suggest to companies in addressing the gender divide and women representation? I'm again mentioning the question. What will you suggest to companies in addressing the gender divide and women representation? Now I'm gonna ask I mean hope the question will get answer from the audience part. So if any audience just want to answer this question, please unmute yourself.
I would love to. Can I?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Thank you both of you for giving me the chance. So the first question I'll address this question as what will you suggest to the companies in addressing the gender divide and women representation? Okay. So in it is the question relates to the inequality for women in workplace actually. Okay. So what happens? There are so many things that comes into existence in workplace. and it creates a discrimination kind of for women's, most probably not in every places nowadays. In this era, it has diminished, it has decreased to a great extent. But what happens where this inequality in workplace came, because there was not equal pay for women's, then sexual harassment were there, where women were not allowed to get the whole like opportunities that women men's enjoy. So there are these kind of inequalities that women used to face. So his question is how we can tackle this situation. So for tackling this situation, if it comes nowadays, so what we have to do, we have to furnish ourselves first of all, and we have to show, not we, women's have to show that they are capable enough to tackle the situation, and they are much better than the men. This is how they can come up first of all. And second thing, uh, on the ground level, we have to work, and we have to work with the mentality also in the office culture, so that the office environment becomes very good and equal for each and every person. Henceforth we can reduce this situation, this inequality, this discrimination kind of things for women. And there are so many things, but if nowadays if it happens, then it will destroy the office condition as well. So everyone knows that they don't have to do this, they don't have to discriminate the women. So just very few things are there that they must do. So yeah, that's all about from my side. Thank you both of you.
Welcome, Sandy, sir, for giving the answer of this. I mean, mentioning question, and you said well how what is the problem and how we can overcome in that problem. So now I wanna go the next question, and next question is how will you spread? Not next question. There was another question. Okay, how will we spread awareness on gender equality as an individual? So I'm again mention how will you spread awareness on the gender equality as an individual? Okay, now I hope Kusum are you ready to answer this question because it's only for you.
Okay, so this is a nice question. It's about how will you spread awareness on gender equality as an individual. But as an individual, we can aware to the peoples, not only the people, especially to the female gender about their rights. And if we are awareing, then we need just a simple kind of motivation and make them to realize where they are passionate to do that particular work or not. If they are passionate towards anything, then they can go ahead for that particular stuff, and they will do best for their own side. And apart from that, if those people who are saying like household words are only for the women, why they are learning their child is because they had also taught this from their parents. But we need to learn that this is not only for meant for the females, this had also meant for the boys too. The same respect, the same thing, the same abilities which we are making our child aware, we need to also maintain that standard, that we need to also make them aware of this, that both that genders are equal. If the children will get to know about these kind of things, that yeah, this is important to learn, this is important to adopt, then they will follow this from their young age too. From the childhood we are always learning these kind of barriers, that you need to do this, she need to do this. So first of all, we need to avoid these kind of mentality. Okay, maybe our parents didn't aware of this cause of the surrounding, cause of the poor surrounding, but now we are having the population of 21st century, we need to develop this century. So this is on our hand, how we are developing our country and how much efforts we are putting on the basis of making generations, because the upcoming generation will only change if this generation is going to put effort. Okay, otherwise it can't be changed. This will be cultural, this will be going to be like this. Okay, people will be always be like that if we are not gonna aware them. Okay, so the main thing is, if we want to aware peoples, we need to aware the child first, we need to aware the youth of the country first. If the youth of the country will gonna aware, then some chances the generation will gonna adopt that thing. Okay, this is the only motto and this is the only method of doing this. Apart from that, you can spread different kind of examples where you can aware people, you can write different articles, but what is the chances that all those people are going to read all these articles or whatever you have written? People are not even getting the time to do yoga, which is actually good for their health. How can you expect people will read all these articles if you are going to write down, or if you will going to add them in any kind of television kind of ad? So the main thing is, the more you will speak about critical things, the more it is gonna be shorted. People are not speaking about this, and if they are speaking, they are not applying. Applying is the most important thing rather than to speak. So aware them, make them understand, and if any teacher or any student, if you are finding this person needs to aware about this, just go ahead for that particular stuff and just try to make them aware. Like, yeah, this thing is how much important, and try to start from the small things. Like, as I can say, people are saying this color is not for you, people are saying this bike is not for you, people are saying this profession is not for you, people are saying this particular thing is not for you. So people are saying this decision is not for you. Even okay, even you are capable enough, still they are saying this decision is not for you, you are doing in a you are going to a wrong track. People will say a lot of things, okay, when whatever you will do, but that people will come to you when you will do a lot of good things. Okay, maybe there are some chances those who did well, like if MC Mary Kom, okay, when she got that prize, after that she had also listened all those stuff from all these peoples, but still when she got that prize, those peoples who once demotivated her once will come to her and said you did well for the country. So this is not about people. This is about us, how we are putting efforts and how we are trying to put efforts for us.
Yeah, Kusum, you also said well, and here the question was how we spread awareness on gender equality as an individual. Yep, already Kusum mentioned a lot of point, and I also wanna add something like we know that regarding the 8th March, this is the Women's Day, so we can try to spread the awareness regarding the gender stereotypes in that day, because it's regarding the women. So women are just dominated by the male, so that is the main thing, and we can use the email from and we can just collect email, and we can just give the awareness sentence or awareness statements every day. And we also can use the television media or any social platform, so that we can just share a post what is the right, actual right of a person. It can be girl, it can be boy. So what is the actual right, we should just aware to the all audience, and audience should be aware to get the knowledge. Actually it is the right, and it's only for girl, it's not only for girl and not only for boys. So by this by using this social platform, by using the email, by using any website, we can just try to spread the awareness statement to the individual people. So and thank you, Kushum. You said well, and now I hope Shosik Dot you already got the answer regarding the question. So now I have to go the next question, and the next question come from Kamla. Okay, Kamla, you asked the question, why household chores divide according to the gender? Why elders say to their daughters, you have to done household chores because you are girl, and why they are not trading equality to do household chores and house responsibilities, as well as even though household chores is necessary to all humans for their survival, why we are gender biased. Actually Kamla, we have mentioned a lot of point why this is happening in our society, and it's I blame only one reason. It's only lack of awareness, and the mentality which is belongs from the ancient age. So this is the main reason, but I wanna hope a answer regarding this question from the audience. So, audience, if you have the answer of this question, please unmute yourself and answer this question.
Hello.
May I go?
Yeah, of course, Swastik, you can go.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for giving me this chance. And definitely, it's a nice question which is asked by Kamla. Yeah. So definitely, I would like to give the answer. As you know that household chore. So it's very important in order to clean your house. So definitely, it's very important things. But now if I talk about who would like to do. So definitely, that time, when you are like suppose in your home. So if you see that there are some dirt, there are some dust. So that time, just in that particular time, we always force to women to do those kind of work, because they are made for they are made for doing those kind of activity, because it's all about orthodox mentality. As you know that even if you are living in like a urban area, so these types of mentality has been changed. But nowadays, even you can see if you compare, if you compare to rural areas, so even those people, they have not that much educated. Like education is most important things. If I talk about, if you are living in rural areas, so definitely that those people, they are not educated, and they still they have those kind of mentality. And when they always indulge their child, or like daughter, to do this kind of things, because after all you have to get married and then you have to do those kind of work. So definitely that's their thinking. But if you see that in urban area, even now thing has changed, and even in most of women, they are getting educated. And even so many even you if you see nowadays, even I have seen so many family, if I talk about the household chore work, even husband and wife, they do those kind of work simultaneously. So definitely I would like to say that definitely think has been changed. But the if you see the numbers, so it's quite less. So definitely awareness is most important things. If you are still thinking that definitely this work is made for only women, so definitely you can you always force to your daughter, or your your any kind of woman who is living with you, so definitely you would like to do the same thing. But definitely if you are educated, so no one is going to do this kind of things. But definitely due to lack of education, they do this kind of things. And also the mentality, like orthodox mentality, is the responsible behind this particular things. It's my thinking. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Josik. You mentioned some important point regarding the question and explained in a well style. So I appreciate you, and I owe to you for explaining the question answer. Okay, now already I hope Kamla, you got the answer regarding this question. Now we have to go the next question, which is coming from the audience, and the question is coming from Safia Wali. And Sapiovali, you said that when girls make their parents proud, some of such parents say, "These aren't my daughters, these are my sons." Will this statement motivate the girl child, or will it make her think that a girl is always inferior to a boy? Wow, that's a great question. And actually, I also face the same thing. Like when I have done the good thing, my father also say the same thing and says, "I hope who already have done the same thing, maybe they got this point. I mean, the statement from their friends." So now, Kusum, are you there? Are you interested to answer this question?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well,
Okay.
people are start from the starting. They are giving the example of the sons. They always feel like if my son will be there, then it will be better. If a boy will be there, then we will have the advantage. So from this kind of narrow-minded mentality, they had always given the example. If a girl is doing well to do, why her father can't say like, "This is my girl"? Okay, we always said बेटी हुई है. Why we are not saying कि this is our girl? Means this is the main issue. Okay, we always given the example of the boys. Why we are not giving the example of the girls? So this is the main problem we are having in the society. Like, well, as she asked the question about this statement motivate the girl or it will make her inferior, that girls are inferior than the boys. Well, it is not going to motivate. Maybe if this line is going to said by my father, then I will be happy that at least he said, at least he appreciate. But inside in myself I will always feel like why he said like she is like my son. He can also say she is my daughter and she will be like she is like this. She proved like she is my daughter. She can also say like this. So people are saying, but some kind of mentality they inside in themselves, they always feel like sons can do better than the daughter. Why they always think like, even in a normal school you can see girls are being topper, not only male gender is doing any top. Even in multitasking, if we are going to manage the time, or if we are saying punctuation, then that time also girls are more punctual than boys. No one can say that girls are not that much good. The main thing is, if two males are discussing, talking something, if they are sharing thoughts, they are discussing. If two females are discussing something, then they are not discussing, they are gossiping. This is the main issue. We are having fixed mindset, and people are also given the example that this is a girl child and she needs to be compared by a male gender. So from this kind of statement, I need to say one thing, that somehow if these kind of lines are set by the parents, then we need to feel like we are inferior than boys. So we don't need to say like this. They need to say like, this is my girl child and she deserves to and she proved that she is our daughter, rather than to say she proved that she is inferior than son or any other thing.
Yes, Kushum, you said the perfectly, and it's common in our society, and a lot of girls have carried a good result, high CGPA, but when just he expressed the same thing, the happiness in front of the family, they say, okay, you are not my daughter, you are my sons. Maybe it can bring happiness only for a few minutes or few seconds, but when the girl just stay alone and think about it, yeah, maybe I will, if I will be the boy, this time it will be helpful for my parents. So uh, it maybe can happiness only for a few minutes, not for the long lasting things. Thank you. So now I have to go the next question, which is arised from our audience. The next question is come from Kajal Yadav, and why there is stereotypes that only women can do household chores and that kids are responsibility of women only. Okay, Kajal already have mentioned regarding this answer question, but I wanna listen from the audience what are their opinion regarding this question. So if any audience wanna answer this question, please unmute yourself and go ahead with the answer.
Okay. May I?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm not talking about the household chores because many people already answer all those questions and we already discussed about all those particular points. But if you think about the next part of the question, that kids are responsibility of the woman only. So I think it's not a stereotype. I think it's a universal truth, right? Because every time a woman's only produce a child, okay, a mother only can handle their child in a better way. All the fathers, all the men, they can't do that work. A woman, what they can do there for child, that's the thing the father can't do. I mean, father can give all the expensive thing, all the price and everything, and buy everything for their child and or daughter or son. That doesn't matter. But the way a mother bring up their child, so that's amazing. I mean, no one can do that, right? So that's the thing. We always believe that a woman only can responsible for for bring up a good child, and we always often say that uh, अपने माँ पे गई है अपने बाप पे गई है, right? These are the sentences we always listen. What's the reason? Whenever any child do good things, so they always say like that, okay, uh, अपनी माँ पे गई है. But whenever we think like that, they are doing something wrong, and people always say like that, अपने बाप पे गई है. That's a stereotype thing still are going, which is not right. But I just want to say that the way a woman can handle a child, a man can't handle like that. So yeah, that's my thought. Thank you so much.
Okay, Rune, and you mentioned a thing when as a child or a children or son daughter just do some good thing, that time just he come to the mother. But in that case, when I mean son or girl just to do something better, that time the I mean I mean father always said, yeah, it is my son, it is my son, but don't say it's my daughter. And when he or she just doing I mean bad thing, that time the father said, it's not my son, it's your son. So in that case, when he having a good thing, that time it's his son, but when it's having a bad thing, that time it's a dominant and over to the girl. So it also can be a stereotype, uh, because if only for women, all bad thing is done by the I mean woman, it doesn't mean like that. And thank you for answering this question, because it was our last question and we are just staying at the 11th hour of our podcast. So before ending up our podcast, I wanna know the summary from the Kusum. So Kusum, are you there? Please tell something for in this 11th hour.
Well, Ronnie said well. Haji said about always people are giving the example of the boys. If a girl is doing better than something, then they always said like, she is my daughter, and that's why she did well. So people are appreciating. This is a one kind of mindset which people are having, and when they are seeing if a girl is well to do, then that time also people will appreciate it. So no matter what you will do, people will say a lot of things to you. No matter if you will do good, then also people will say maybe she is having some advantages of her physical health, or maybe she is having the advantage of being a girl, that's why she is in a high position. And if you didn't get the job, then also people will say she is not capable enough, that's why she didn't get the job, that's why a male person get the job, she didn't get. Okay, and if she is getting, then also people are saying a lot of stuff to her. So it is all not about the people who will say, it's about you, how you are taking the things, and it's about the capacities. No need to depend on any other thoughts, just depend on your own self. Be the soul of your own, be the person of your own self, be the be the girl who will be so much confident to stand in front of anyone, to speak in front of anyone, no matter how many thousand people in front of you will say wrong things to you. If one person is right, that person is right, no matter how many wrong people standing behind you and saying a lot of stuff to you. Okay, if you are right, if you are right on your trunk, if your profession is right, go ahead for it. Don't need to listen to any other rubbish kind of things which people are spread about girls, or any feminism, like they are doing this, they are in bad kind of thing. Those who are characterless, they will always point out people's. A respected person is not gonna point out in anyone's character or anyone perspective. See your own perspective, see your own self, how much capable you are. After that, go for point outing any girl or point outing any gender, that this gender is doing wrong things. We can't say everyone is so much good, but still, as much as we are capable enough, we need to concentrate on that. Okay, because the inner chef is more important than to concentrate on other kind of stuff. So the simple thing is, concentrate on your own self. Don't try to avoid these kind of inequality and gender stereotypes related kind of things. This is the worst kind of things. If we are going to having this mentality in this 21st century, then after some time, when our country is going to develop and people are asking that are your countries having these kind of issues, then how we going to feel, how we going to face these kind of issues in front of the foreigners or in front of those advanced people. So make your society better, make yourself better, make your home better, make your state better. After that, go for your own country to make better, so that you can stand respectfully in front of anyone, no matter how you are.
You're right, and I want to add another thing. Kusum, just you focus on the society, especially in your home. Just when the parents have to take in a decision, that time they always discuss with the boys, not with the girl, because girl can't be give the perfect solution in any problem, but they don't know girl can, because there's a lot of country this is led by the girls, like in Bangladesh, Denmark, Finland. They are just led by the girl. A girl can just lead a country, but where a girl can't give the solution regarding any problem in a family, how is this possible? It's totally awkward thing. And when the land dividation in a family happened, that's a girl in Bangladesh perspective, a girl only can one third person, where a boy only for his boy he get two third person. So what is the problem? A girl also, a child of a parents, boy also a child of a parents, but they, when they divided the assets of their family, they give the more than the girl to the boys. So I don't know when it will be omitted from our society. Maybe it's totally impossible to omit it instantly, but if we ever we can do, we can omit this disease. I say that it's disease of our society, and we can omit this disease from our society day by day. But here there are a lot of audience, and you are hearing from a long time, and I hope we already have cleared what is the stereotypes and what is the problem, what is the benefits of equality. So I hope you are already aware, and we are making this podcast only making the awareness in our society. So who are listening and who will listen in the future from the YouTube section. Please gather some information, gather some knowledge. What is the basic right for a girl, and spread it in your first of all in your insights, then in your family, and then in the society. And day by day, if you will just help, you will help the society. That time the country will be changed, and we will go in a I mean imaginary world which actually we dream, for which world we actually dream that yeah, if this world will be that time, it will be happy for us. And a dream country only can be created by your positiveness. So I hope we already I mean staying in the 11th hour, and we have to end our session here. So now I'm Raji Sultana Parul. I'm signing off our today's podcast here. I hope you all enjoyed it. Good night, everyone.